Hi and welcome to this week's walkthrough from Worksheets, where each week we upload free printable Bible lessons for you to use around the fires at home or church. And this week we're looking at the Great Commission and Jesus sending his followers into the world. And in a little while we'll be making this craft, which is a paper mache globe, reminding us there of that mission. So if you haven't already done so, can I encourage you to head to the website truewakekids.com, that you can print off the lesson and follow along for free. On the first page you have an introduction. There's some ways that you can teach this lesson and some principles to your children and some of the main topics we're going to cover. Then we have the story. Timothy, can you open up the story pages for me? Of Jesus appearing to people after he was raised from the dead. Jesus telling the disciples he has an important job for them to do, and the job is to go into all of the what? All the world, and share the gospel. Yeah. And then after Jesus ascended up into heaven. Then the next week we have games and activities. So we have some fun games and activities. First one is this. It says go and. So you say to your child, say, Timothy, go and get an orange shoe. Then he has to run off and come back with an orange shoe as quick as possible. If you have more than one child or a couple of you in the house, you can make a race. So, go and get the pencil. And you run off and go and get the pencil. Yeah, so the next one's a traffic light game. So red means stop, orange means go slow, and green means go! So that's how we play this game. The last one is good news or bad news. You put a smiley face on one side of the room and a sad face on the other side of the room. You can just draw them simply like this on a piece of paper. And then you give your child some news and they have to say if it's good news or bad news. So Timothy, you can have as much ice cream as you want today. Good news or bad news? Good news. That's good news over there. Timothy, we can't play anything today.
Bad news.
Bad news.
So it's over there.
Over there. And that's how you play that game. Then we have worksheets. So this one is taking the Bible verse as well from Acts 1:8. It says, you will be my witnesses. So the child needs to draw circles around, like in the areas, in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the world. And there's a world in the background. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video here.
See, this one means stop, like you're colouring. So stop is red, so you come in here.
That's right.
And green, and this
Wait,
is our way.
orange, yeah. And then the bottom one.
And then you colour in orange. And then now you see green, you see colour in green.
That's brilliant. Can you show this one? This one's
maze.
Maze.
Very tricky, I think. But you have to go from here,
and through the maze. So they take the good news to the people.
Yeah.
And on the next one, show the last one. Next one, it says colour the shape that has 4 corners. So you find any shape that has 4 corners. 2, 3, 4. And
so this one has 4
and you colour them in. And you do that for the rest of the picture. And the craft we showed you, actually there's 2 crafts this week because one takes a bit longer and is a bit messier. So this is the paper mache globe, which Timothy will show you again here. So
you see
all you do is get newspaper, roll the newspaper up to a ball.
How to make it. So if you don't have a balloon, you can just make a paper into a ball. If you don't have paper and you only have a balloon, you can
put on the balloon as well. Can you?
Use a balloon. Well, you can also, and you have to use your paper and put it around.
Yeah. So first newspaper and then coloured paper to make it look like the world. So once we finish doing the globe, it will take some time to dry. So if you haven't got time to make this, or it's just a bit too messy for you, on the next page we've got a simpler one, which you could print on paper or cardboard. Then again, you can either just colour it in with pencils or paint, or you could stick on a piece of paper, which is what we recommend at the bottom, to make a picture of the world there with green or blue paper, and just use normal glue stick, and that would be almost instant to make. So if you haven't got time for the paper mache globe, it's a lot of fun. I would recommend that one. If you haven't got time to make one like this, then you can make a simpler one, just sticking them onto the page. And then colouring pages, we have Jesus speaking to the disciples, Jesus reminding people to go into all the world. So last one, Jesus going up into heaven. And the back page,
heaven's in the clouds.
Yeah, and then the back page,
and this is a sermon, and this is a
prayer. And next week we're looking at Pentecost from Acts 2, and we love you to join us again for next week's lesson. And we hope you have an amazing week. We hope you enjoy making the crafts, and God bless. And please do send us any photos of the crafts you make. There's also the story video on the YouTube channel.
And you can put a craft on Worksheets.
Yeah, we'd love to see it. Share it on Facebook or Instagram, or send us an email to Worksheets, and we would love to see it. Have a great week, and we'll see you again next week. God bless.
God bless and goodbye.